Mr. Andre. Today I am going to show you how to prepare salt using an acid and an insoluble base. The materials that we are going to need is glass rod, conical flask, measuring cylinder, dilute sulfuric acid, tripod stand, wire gauze, evaporating dish, filter funnel, spatula, two pieces of filter paper, Bunsen burner, beaker, and copper oxide. Procedure. The first step that we need to do is to warm a 50 centimeter cubic of dilute sulfuric acid in a beaker gently. Avoid boiling it. The second step is use a spatula to add copper oxide, a little at a time, to the acid. Stir constantly with a glass rod. Continue adding and stirring until there is excess copper oxide in the beaker. The third step is to let the beaker cool down. Remove the excess copper oxide by using a filter funnel and a piece of filter paper to filter the contents of the beaker. Collect the filtrate in a conical flask. The fourth step is heat the filtrate gently in an evaporating dish to evaporate most of the water. A saturated salt solution is left in the evaporating dish. The fifth step is allow the saturated salt to cool and crystallize. The sixth step is to dry the salt crystals on a piece of filter paper. Questions. The first question is, was there a need to add excess copper oxide? We add excess copper oxide because the excess copper oxide is added to ensure that all of the sulfuric acid reacts completely. The second question is, what is the color of the filtrate? The color of the filtrate is blue because that is the color of a copper sulfate solution. The third question is identify the filtrate. The filtrate is copper sulfate. The fourth question is identify the salt crystal. The salt crystal is copper sulfate in crystal forms. The fifth question is write down the word equation for this neutralization reaction. The word equation for this neutralization reaction is sulfuric acid plus copper oxide turns into copper sulfate plus water. The sixth question is what ions replace the hydrogen ions in this reaction to form the salt? The copper replaces the hydrogen ions. Conclusion. The conclusion that I have made myself is that we can make salts from insoluble bases. Thank you.